There's a flag as... Whoa! Hello. Whoa! Mason Rudolph got into it. Get out of there. What in the world? Believe Myles Garrett?
Okay, the Cleveland Browns and Pittsburgh Steelers fight. This is easily the best fight in the past decade in football. Well, in the NFL. College has had some pretty good ones. But anyways, it was also a very bad fight because very easily that hit could have just ended Mason Rudolph's career. When Myles Garrett swung that helmet, he could have very easily split open Mason Rudolph's head with the crown of that helmet. And let's just talk about this fight first off. Everybody is saying Mason Rudolph instigated this and is calling him a punk, so on and so forth. And I really don't see it that way. I see them as they both as just kind of something that just got out of control. Nobody really started it. I mean, just watch this. Myles Garrett starts it off with a late hit on Mason Rudolph. And that really starts the whole thing, is Myles Garrett with a late hit. You can clearly see the ball's out of his hands, but he just keeps on driving him to the ground. And Rudolph clearly is upset. I mean, every lineman and quarterback would be. And it kind of looks like his glove is stuck in his helmet, and he's trying to get it out. And I don't know why he's grabbing at the back of his helmet. I think Garrett's has to be saying something to him. So then he's probably ripping at Garrett's helmet as Garrett's talking, shit to him. And then now they're both yapping to each other and so on and so forth. And it's just a big thing that got out of control. You can't blame Mason Rudolph for this. It is not Rudolph's fault. If anything, it's really Myles Garrett's fault. I mean, the late hit, and then he just stays on top of Rudolph. And people are saying Rudolph tried kicking Garrett in the nuts. I really did not see that. He just tried kicking Garrett off of him. He really shouldn't have went after Garrett when he got back up after Garrett ripped his helmet off. He should have just went back to the bench and ended it there. He really shouldn't have escalated it by going after Garrett, but then again, Garrett shouldn't have even ripped his helmet off. I mean, what an idiot move. And then swinging it at him. He deserves a suspension. Garrett really does deserve the suspension. And Pouncey, he didn't really connect on those punches and kicks, so I don't really think he deserves a suspension. Rudolph definitely doesn't. All he did was stand up for himself. Garrett was really the instigator here. I can see where it comes from. Everybody has a temper. Things happen when when you guys are talking to each other, talking trash. And it's a rivalry, a divisional rivalry. I can see where it comes from. But you are getting paid millions to play this game. You have to keep your cool. And, pushing and shoving, maybe punching him with his helmet on. But you don't take his helmet off and swing it at him. Like, that's just craziness. And, yeah, I don't really know what else to go from here. Just besides the fact that I don't really think Mason Rudolph instigated this whole thing. I mean, sure, I do believe Mason Rudolph was probably talking trash, but so was Myles Garrett. And the late hit from Ogunjobi also, that was totally uncalled for. And, yeah, bunch of helmet-to-helmet hits all game from the Cleveland Browns. It's a very interesting game, and very interesting takes from people defending Myles Garrett and not wanting him suspended is very odd to me. I love Myles Garrett, but he really does deserve a suspension for this. If this happened out on the streets, that would literally be assault and someone would be put in jail. So, just saying. So yeah, that's all I have for this video. Please leave a like and subscribe for more NFL and NBA content.